Hello, my name is Maria and this is CCB Editorials, where we be able to solve problems without the freedom of debate or disagreement. By debating our conflicts, we may be preventing embarrassment of the powerful majority. Groups that allow and encourage negotiation function better than those who discourage it. If a group is debating and everyone in the group agreed on the first idea mentioned, no matter how outrageous it was, then the group wouldn't have been able to make a better choice, because their minds would be set on the very first. Change does not roll on the wheels of inevitability, but comes through the continuous struggle. And so we must straighten our backs and work for our freedom. A man can't ride you unless your back is bent. This quote means that if people want freedom, they must fight for it, because it cannot appear unless you want it enough to take charge. This quote was once said by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was a Baptist minister and social activist who led the civil rights movement in the United States from the mid-1950s until his death by assassination in 1968. His leadership was fundamental to the civil rights movement's success in ending the legal segregation of African Americans in the South and other parts of the United States. Dr. Martin listened to the ideas of others but kept his opinions and thoughts to himself and never let the insults against him affect him. If we so strongly believe that you cannot judge a book by its cover, then how can we let an issue like the color of our skin come between the friendship of others? Abraham Lincoln was the 16th President of the United States from 1861 to 1865, who preserved the Union during the American Civil War and brought about the emancipation of slaves. Slavery in the United States first began in Virginia in 1619. By the end of the American Revolution, most northern states had abandoned the institution, while it continued to grow and flourish in the plantation economy of the South. In the years prior to the Civil War, almost all sectional conflicts revolved around the slave issues. The widening of the gap between slave and free states was symbolic to the changes occurring in each region. While the South was devoted to an agrarian plantation economy with a slow growth in population, the North had embraced industrialization. With the victory of presidency, Lincoln unified the nation once again. Lincoln chose his time to deliver the Emancipation Proclamation. This executive order freed the slaves in the area that rebellion was established, but it did not free the slaves in the area that in the Union slave states or in the area that the Union recaptured. At this point, the point of war completely changed from the preservation of the Union to the abolition of slavery. Lincoln eventually abolished slavery as a whole and became a great hero in history. Both Dr. Martin Luther King and President Abraham Lincoln contributed to the liberation of many people. By working with others and debating out the positive and negative effects, these two famous historians let the thoughts be heard and expressed by the victims of slavery and segregation. The options of others should be heard to help the situation be solved.